Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Micheline with Americana Long Arm Quilting. Today I have with me the marvelous Maggie, my wonderful daughter-in-law.
Hi, everyone.
Who is making me so happy because she has fallen in love with quilting.
Head over heels. Head over heels.
Yay, we got another one. So today we're going to make a little video, and we have a great idea. My strings bucket, which was this guy right here, was filled to the capacity. So what we thought we would do is color coordinate everything. So we obviously like blue the most because that's what we've got the most scraps of. That's your favorite color, isn't it?
Definitely my favorite.
But we've got lots of greens, teals, a little bit of purple, some oranges, a little bit of red, pinks, yellows, tans, blacks, and then we've got all of our white and soft neutral colors, okay? And we're going to make a series of log cabins. So this will be the first time Maggie's made a log cabin. We've got both our machines set up. We're going to just grab a pile of some whites and a color, and we're going to go to making log cabins. And this is going to be really, really just scrappy fun. And I know you're going to have fun watching us do it. Let's get over to the machines. Okay, so Maggie has never done a log cabin before. So we are going to do just some really free-form log cabins. We're not going to measure anything. We're just going to make them about 10.5 inches and then trim them up to that. We're going to make them a little bit bigger than 10.5 inches, and then we're going to trim them down. So we're not going to measure anything. Like we're going to start with a yellow center on all. That's going to be the unifying thing. So this is going to be mine. I'm just going to, and I'm explaining this to Maggie as we go along. So, you got your yellow center?
I do.
Okay.
Yellow.
So, I am going to make kind of a square out of that. That looks kind of squarish to me. And I'm just going to put my scissors in there and cut it. Okay. Now I'm going to pick, I'm not going to pay really any attention to it. Doesn't matter if it's straight. And by the way, in my strings box, I didn't just throw them in there. About 6-8 months ago, when I came up with, well, I didn't come up with it, but when I decided, okay, I'm going to have a strings box, and I'm going to have a crumbs box, and I'm going to have a 2.5-inch strip box, and I'm going to have a potato chip box. Oh, she loves the potato chips.
The potato chips.
When I decided I was going to do that, I carefully folded these over and put them in my strings box. So they weren't all wadded up. I realize they look all wadded up now, but nothing should really need a tremendous amount of pressing at this point. Okay, so I've got my first string. We're going to start with our darks, which Maggie has decided to go with the tans, and I've decided to go with the teals. And we've got all of our whites and lights right there. So we're going to take this guy, put it on one side of our yellow, okay, and we're going to sew that seam.
All right.
Okay. That is not a 1/4 inch foot, I don't think. I don't think I have the right foot on my machine. You keep on going. I'm going to go find my 1/4 inch foot. Okay, and I think it's this one. Oh, no, it's this one right here. Okay, found it. It's been a long time since I've used my FAF. I love this machine, so I'm excited about using it again.
I like the purple on it. It's cute.
Yes, it is a cute machine. The thing that I don't like about it, and it's nothing against the FAF, it's just because I'm so used to having so much more space right here that I don't have a lot of space there anymore. And so it's, you know, I'm used to industrial machines. There we go. Okay. Did you get that one sewn?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see it. Perfect. You want to take and press that a little bit? And press it, I think, away from the center. Oopsies. That's it. There you go. Let's see if I can put that over there. Let me get mine started here. Now that I have the right foot on.
Behind.
Yeah, I'm behind. Okay. Yeah, that's a 1/4 of an inch foot. Oh, that sounds so quiet.
It does.
Okay, now what we're going to do, and I'm going to do this before I press mine, and you could have too. So I've got my seam sewn, and you can see the straight line right there.
Mm-hmm.
Voila.
Oh, just trim it off.
That's it. That's all there is to it. Now I'm just going to finger press mine.
Okay.
I'm just going to move that back like that. And there, that one's done. Let me pick up the piece that I threw on the floor. Now, I'm not even going to look at what size this next square is. Although that one's pretty messy on both sides. Let's go with, I hear the iron going. Okay, I'm going to do this one. And now you go to what you want to do is your piece is laying like that. You're going to rotate it. What is that? Counterclockwise? Yeah, counterclockwise 1 turn.
Okay.
That's it. So now your next piece is going to cross over that seam you just did.
Okay.
Okay, so put that there like that. And take it over here.
Now, what if because my little strip is narrower?
No,
just
put
center
it.
Or?
So if you're going to put it on this side, you put it all the way to here.
Okay.
See what she was talking about? So her strip, she thought it needed to be the same width as this, her first piece, but it doesn't. She just needs to move it over like so. There we go. And then so that's it. It's right there. Okay, so now again, I'm going to turn this over so I can see it and cut that off right there. And I still don't know that I need to press. I'm not going to press mine. I'm just going to finger press mine. So I'm going to turn that back like that. Now, Maggie, what we've done now is we've done our 2 colored pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Now okay, so this is the way it sat, right?
Yes.
So that's the way it sat. So now we're going to rotate it 1 time so that we're going to sew now on this side.
Okay.
Now on that side, we're going to start using these guys. We're going to do 2 rounds of the white,
okay,
or our light colored neutrals. Did you notice that when how my presser foot raises and lowers? It's when I hit the gas pedal.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I know, fancy, right?
So fancy.
Yeah.
Man, it's a whole world out there.
Yeah.
A whole world of machines.
I was at a quilt show in Lebanon, Kentucky a couple weekends ago. And Leah and I, my friend and helper, we had come up with an old sewing machine for Maggie to play around with and practice on. And that's what she was working with. And it had seen better days. It wasn't a joy to sew on, let's put it that way. And so when I went to this quilt show, I decided, you know what, I'm going to look for Maggie a machine. And knowing how much she loves my Juki over there, I went straight to the Juki dealers, and I bought her a machine. So
I'm in love with it.
Yeah.
I'm in love.
Okay, so how you doing?
I'm doing okay. I've got one
of the light piece. I've got a light piece too. So here's where we are, and now we're just going to rotate again, and now we're going over 2 seams. Okay. So now we've got 1 round all the way around.
Almost.
Yeah. You're doing good. You're doing good. All right. I like this guy right here. Perfect. And now you're going to rotate once. I don't want to get too far ahead of you.
Try.
You're fine. It's hard for me to see over the top of my machine to see what she's doing. I'll peek like this. Okay, how are you doing? There we go. Perfect. So now you're going to, so this is how you had, this was your last one that you sewed on.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're going to rotate that one time counterclockwise.
Okay.
And pick your next color.
Okay.
And put that on there. And if it's easier and you don't have to use a leader this way, if you want to put the piece that you're putting on there up above this and use that as a leader, and then you'll just chop that off and that off, that's okay. Okay?
I might try.
No rules.
Yeah.
No rules.
No quilt police here.
Nope. Okay. So now this is what we've got. You see? And I'm going to cut both of those, the top and the bottom off. Now, so far, all of our rounds have seemed pretty straight to me, but they don't have to be. Let me see if I can find one that's crooked. Let me find a teal that's crooked. I'm not finding one. Well, I tell you what, we're going to make one. Okay. So since this has a selvage on it and we really don't want that selvage on there, I'm just going to sneak over here where you can't see me. And I'm going to trim that selvage off like so. There. Now I've got a nice edge, but I don't want to use that edge. Okay. So I'm going to press that open like that. Let's see about how long I need it. About that long. And I'm just going to go back right here. Let's see. Can you see me there? Nope, can't see it. Okay. Well, trust me when I say I am just making this a little bit crooked. See? See how crooked it is?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what I'm going to put on next. Because it does not have to be straight. Okay. It's easier if before you press it, you trim off the excess, and you do that from this side, because then you can see where to trim it at. Kind of hard to do it sometimes from a certain angle. There we go. There. Okay. Now I'm going to pull that over. And now I'm back to my light colored. Now, this is not long enough for what I need. So I'm just going to put those two together real quick. Like so. Let me put it together with a straight seam, shall we? Okay. Here we go. Just kind of crease that over there. And now I'm going to do this. Okay. Isn't this fun?
So fun.
Yeah. I mean, yours is looking good.
Thanks. This one's a little narrow.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
No.
Okay.
Just as long as it's wide enough for another another piece to be sewn on the other side.
Okay.
I think it is. There we go. So the only thing you have to keep in mind when you're working with the log cabin is what round are you on?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you do two of the whites or the neutrals, two of the darks.
Oh, thank you.
So you getting lots of loving from Domino?
I am.
Hey, Domino. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. Hello, my sweetie. Yeah. Okay, I love you too. All right, now I am on to another white one. Let's make sure we're on the right side here. And I think that I am going to sew it from this side so that I can make it kind of crooked. All right, did that make sense? I'm making another one crooked, but rather than trim it and then put it on, I just set it on there crooked.
Oh.
And now I'm going to trim it straight.
Okay.
Okay. So I got a lot of trimming to do on this guy right here. Yeah, Maggie has fallen in love with the potato chip block as well.
It's my favorite.
Yep.
It's just so addicting.
Yep, just like regular potato chips.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Now I've got another little piece of something over here that I need to get rid of. There we go. Now, see how crooked mine is? And that is absolutely okay.
Oh.
Okay, so now this was the last piece that I put on. So I'm going to rotate it one more time and find another tealy blue to put on. This one looks fun. Okay. I think that's Ranger over there just a snoring.
So I lost.
What you guys don't get to see is how obsessed Ranger is with our Maggie.
I'm obsessed with him too.
He goes absolutely goo-goo when she drives up. Matter of fact, sometimes he'll get loose. And he doesn't like to come back when we call him, okay? But if you say, Ranger, Maggie's here, he'll go running to the driveway. It's kind of cruel, I know, because she wasn't actually there. But I will tell him, Ranger, Maggie's here, Maggie's here. And he goes hauling off for that driveway just as fast as his legs will carry him to it.
Crazy.
I know.
That's my Ranger.
Yeah, that's your Ranger. From the day that she started dating Cahill.
The day
Yep.
I got here.
That dog has been absolutely obsessed with Maggie. Okay. Now, here's an interesting little thing that happened. So I've got, it was on this side that I cut wonky. You'll notice that I cut this ragged. This is straight. So where's my straight line? I don't have one, right? There's not a straight line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on, and it does have a straight line. And I'm just going to make it work like that. So you'll see, Maggie, that this sticks out over this side, and over here, this sticks up over this side. But this is a straight line.
Okay.
So it's going to correct all of that. Okay?
Heck yeah.
Very forgiving. And there we go. See?
Cute.
Now I just need to trim that up a little bit. And I do take the time to trim if there was excess on the seam. If there's excess within the seam, I go ahead and trim that up. Just give it a little haircut so we don't have that bulk when we go to put it on the long arm machine. Mine's getting almost pretty close to being 10.5, I think. Now, when you get close to being 10.5, you don't want to use itty bitty little pieces.
Okay.
Or narrow pieces, because if you then are cutting that, the narrow piece might end up so narrow that you can't seam it. So you kind of have to play with that a little bit. And you can do so many fun things with a log cabin. I was showing Maggie some of the different things that you can do with it earlier. It doesn't have to be, you know, like we're doing kind of these, the crazy one, if you will. But you can also do them. Evidently, I can't sew and talk at the same time today. You can also do them to where, you know, all of your, say your whites in our case, are narrow, all your colors are wide, and that will give you a circular look when you put 4 of them together, which is really cool. So you can do all kinds of fun stuff with a block like this. Now, I think I'm going to try and get a measurement on mine.
Is this too wide of a piece for that or no?
I think it's a little bit wide. It's a personal preference. It's an absolute personal preference. If you don't think it's too wide, then it's not.
I think it's a little.
You think it's a little too wide. Okay. I think I could use a little bit of pressing on mine. Oh, let me spin him around. Oh, this is so much fun. This is just easy peasy fun sewing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that mine is probably going to be the 10.5. Can I? Oh yeah. Let me get our little mat. Our mat shows 10.5 inches really well. So I'm definitely wide enough this way. And honestly, I'm wide enough the other way too. So that one is done.
Ooh.
Yay! So block, and we'll square them down later. That'll be our second thing that we do. Let's just set him up there. Okay, so let me get another piece of yellow to start with. And let me think here. What do I want to work on? I'm going to do the peaches colors. Those will be fun. So I'm going to move my teals out of the way. And basically, I think what we're trying to achieve is we're going to do strips of color, right? So we'll have several of the teals made. Just made the whole station bump. We're going to have several of the teal, and those will go in a diagonal strip, several of the tan, oranges, blues. So we're going to do it like that, and it's going to be maybe a lap size quilt.
So cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. I don't think I'm even going to worry that that's not straight. There we go. And another thing about this, if you're, now when you're doing a crazy log cabin, it doesn't matter if you're using a 1/4 of an inch seam. So if you're just starting out and your 1/4 of an inch seams aren't a 1/4 of an inch, and you still want to sew something and have something neat to show for it, do a crazy log cabin, because it does not matter. Okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, now if you want your log cabin to be very precise, then your 1/4 inch seams very much matter. But at this point, with what we're doing, it doesn't matter. It is just have some fun. How are you doing? Did you get, yeah, you
Good.
getting there?
I'm working on it.
Yeah. I forget how fast I sew.
So fast.
You don't have to keep up with me. You just have to have fun. I keep cutting them when, let me see if I can show you this. So I'm cutting these off like this, right? So that's hanging off there. And so that's where I'm cutting it so that I see this straight line. But then what that does is when I turn it over and this isn't square, well, then that shoots up that way. So maybe don't do it like that. Or, you know, when you do it that way, maybe you take your scissors and you come along in here and you square that off again. So there's more of a straight line. I don't know. But again, it doesn't matter. No rules. Maggie and Cahill. Cahill has been gone for what, about a month and a half now?
Yeah.
He's been in officer training school. And they have their orders. They are going to be going to Oklahoma. Yep. Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma. Okay, look at that. I did that one wrong. You see what I did wrong?
Oh,
I should have come up on this side. Yep, I did. Okay, I'm not going to worry about taking that apart just right this minute. I'm just going to set him to the side and I'm going to start over again. See, we all make mistakes. Don't let it ruin your quilting day. Amen. Don't let it ruin your quilting day. Silly me. Silly me. So they are going to be leaving right after Thanksgiving this year. So I got to get all my Maggie time in now.
Yeah.
And teach her a bunch of sewing stuff. So if you are in the Oklahoma City area, and you know of a good quilt guild or a quilt store or something like that, let us know so that Maggie can check it out when she gets there, okay?
Yes.
That would be a fun thing to do. Please leave that in the comments.
I'm so excited. I'm thrilled. I can't wait to get out there.
I'm a little sad, but I'm excited for them, you know, because you want them to go out and experience new things and everything. So I'm excited for them, but I'm also, you know, yeah, it's going to be a long time before I see them again. That's going to be tough, right?
I'm sure we'll make
plenty
of visits.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be putting some miles on either my truck or the airlines, because Savannah's fixing to have a baby and you guys are moving to Oklahoma. So yeah, I'm going to be going all over the place.
Yeah. I just cannot wait to meet baby girl.
Oh my goodness.
So excited.
I know. She's going to be here sooner than we think.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm back to this again. Okay, now I'm back on track here. How's yours doing? Is it almost big enough?
Yeah, it's almost.
Almost.
Almost getting there. I just love these shears.
They're nice, aren't they? Leah got me a pair of Kai scissors when she was traveling recently as a gift. She is a gift giver. I tell you what, she's something else.
So sweet.
She is a doll. And she brought me home a pair of Kai scissors, which I thought was so sweet of her. Yeah, I've kind of switched how I was doing this. I was trimming each piece, trying to trim it even with that, and that just was not doing the best job. I wasn't doing the best job of that. So now I'm sewing the seam, and now I'll come back and trim that little bit off. Like so, and like so. So as you can see on this side, he's still sticking up over the top, and I'm not going to worry with cutting him off. See, he's sticking over the side on that side. Not going to worry about cutting that off until I make the next round. So I finger press that a little bit, and now it's time for me to go back to my orangey colors. That's so cute. I think it's definitely this way long enough.
For sure.
Yeah. That's funny, you used the wrong side of the fabric.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, doesn't matter. I like that side just as well. Okay, let's see here. I believe it's just going to make it. Yep, perfect. Yay! You want to pick another
one.
color to work with, or you want to do another
Yeah.
brown one?
I'm gonna switch it up.
All right. Well, we're going to keep doing this, and we'll check back in with you in a little bit. And you can see how far we've come. If I can get it to shut off. Shut off, you.
Maybe one day. Oh my God.
Maggie, go hit that button.
I will.
That red button. Okay, so we sewed just a ton of blocks.
So
We've
many.
got our greens stuck up here first. Now, what Maggie and I are going to do is we're going to try out 3 different layouts. And then what we want you to do is leave a comment on which one you like the best. After we lay out the 3 different layouts, then we'll make a decision as to which one we're going to do. Layout number 1. All right, now we're going to do layout number 2. Layout number 2. That's really sharp. It looks like a cityscape to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
Especially because they're kind of wonky.
Yeah.
You know, kind of looks like a cityscape. Okay, here we come with layout number 3. All right, this is layout number 3. So we've got kind of a diamond motif going along here.
Yes.
You know, that's what's so much fun about log cabins. Even if you're going to do them in this wonky style, they make so many different layouts. So please comment layout 1, 2, or 3. And I think Maggie and I have decided.
Yes, we love number 3. This option with the diamond, so cute.
Yep, that's the one we're going to do.
Yeah.
So here's what's going to happen next. We're going to go through and look at it and see things like this where 2 of the same fabrics are right together. So we might want to move this guy here and put this guy up there. I can do it. Stretch Armstrong. Okay, so we're going to go through and do that and make sure that everything is turned the right way and make sure that we don't have 2 colors maybe that are right next to each other. Not going to get crazy about that because, again, it's just a scrappy quilt. Then we're going to sew it together in rows and then sew the rows together. We're going to get it on Eleanor, and then we'll see you back here at the wall. As you can tell from Maggie and I's great big smiles, we love the way this quilt turned out. It was so much fun to do. So we did a little bit different video this time. We were both just sitting, and I know that it was kind of a longer video, but I have to say we had so much fun.
So much fun.
Doing it that way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to miss Maggie. She and my son are moving to Oklahoma to Tinker Air Force Base. And so this has been some really super special. I'm tearing up. This has been some really special time for us to be together. And it has just been so much fun to teach her how to do some quilting. And hopefully you guys felt that and saw that and enjoyed it with us.
Yes.
But this is the outcome. Didn't it turn out fantastic?
So good.
I absolutely love it. One of the most fun things that we found is I'd been holding onto this backing fabric, which, by the way, you can find on our website. Been holding onto this backing fabric that I had found. It's 108 inches. And I hadn't found anything really to use it with. Oh, It went perfect with this. And it's a cheater fabric.
Cute.
And every single color in the quilt is in the cheater fabric. So this is, and I'll get you a close-up of it. So this just finished the quilt perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
We also bound it in that cheater fabric, and we quilted this in big swirls with a variegated thread that had all the colors too that were in the quilt. So again, it was kismet. It just, everything just worked out perfectly. So there you have it. I know this was a little bit longer quilt. I hope, or a longer video. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
So do like, share, subscribe, do all the things that make that algorithm sing. And until next time, stay quilting. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, babies.
Hi, guys.